A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
My bitch a choosing lover, never fuck without a rubber. Never in the sheets like it on top of the cover. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor. Top notch hoes get the most, not the lesser. Trash like the fuck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 a pop, I'm pulling business off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn head. Some hoes wanna choose, but them bitches too scary. Your bitch chose me, you ain't a pimp, you a fairy.
A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
Baby, you been rolling solo, time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you shit you never seen. The 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman, that ain't my style. Need a real street stalker, walk a green mile. Piling up the paper on the dining room table, cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. Baby, rockin' what you say, well, keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with some $1,000 shit up on my back. I'm a $1 million man that need a $1 billion bitch. Put my pimpin' in your life, watch your daddy get rich. Easy as ABC, simple as 1, 2, 3. Get down with UGK, Pimp CBU with B. Cause what's a hoe with no pimp, and what's a pimp with no hoe? Don't be a lame, you know the game and how it goes. We try to get chose.
A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. A pimp, not a simp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine partners.
Hello, everybody. It is Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction. Yes, shocker. This is not a gaming stream when it's not supposed to be a gaming stream on this channel. I'm going to do my best to get back into the swing of things. My problem is that and it's true because even though I beat Alan Wake finally, of course the game Dick Wolfed me, and basically it seems like it's requiring me to play New Game Plus in order to get the final ending. So that's the whole thing. The problem is I'm going to be doing that on my other channel. So today we're going to go back into shut up, Jake. We're going to have to do the usual thing of Sovereign Citizens and a couple of news updates. One involving Mr. Turtle Boy in the Karen Reed case, and then there's an Auditor case to take a look at. I might also take a look at one of Dummy Kruger's latest videos that I thought was really, really interesting as well. So let's get right into it. But welcome everybody. Glad to have you aboard. And yeah, sit back and relax while I change this. Oh, but also for those of you who are wondering, the cat is doing well. I've decided on a name. Iceblade, yes, we are going to talk. Iceblade, we are going to talk about that a little bit. Because not only is it interesting on its face, it's also relatively close to my area. But oh my goodness, what was I gonna say? Oh, I just got lost in thought. Real voice. Oh, the cat. He's doing well. I decided to name him Maik. I know it sounds like it's left field. It is. I'm gonna post it in chat. It's M apostrophe IQ. The reason, as in Maik the Liar, for those of you who are Elder Scrolls fans, yes, it's basically the pronunciation is Maik. Oops, there, Maik, as in Maik the Liar. He is an NPC, a recurring NPC that has been infamous for not telling the truth, but he's a member of the Khajiit race in the game, and in the franchise, and that race is of cat people. So I figured Maik, he's a cat, sure, and it's unique enough that I feel like it's unique enough for me. It's something that I kind of matches what I like, something that I like that I can associate personally with my my cats and my family members. In the same way that Archer, whom I miss every day. I named him after the main character of one of my favorite animated shows of all time. So I felt like I wanted to do the same for Maik. In that respect. So he's been doing well. He and Winston are getting along. Not a whole lot of hissing, not a whole lot of attacking each other. They're relatively, tolerating each other's company. Even once in a while, I see them sleeping next to each other, so on the bed. So it's all good. I'll keep you guys updated. And I'll try to keep up posting pictures, posting some shorts of Mike acclimating here soon. All right. Now let's go into what we're here for. So I heard this was a good one. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was a really good one. So
good morning. We're going to go through the docket as quickly as we can so that we can start on the jail docket. 2021 CR 19158, State versus Matthew Aldridge.
okay, this is Tennessee. All right, I was going to wonder what state.
Are you Matthew Aldridge?
Oh boy, here we go. All right, you never want to answer an open-ended question like this with a SovCit, but yeah.
Are you Matthew Aldridge?
I'm the attorney of fact for Matthew Aldridge.
You were what?
The attorney. Okay, so you just said he's the attorney in fact. Which I had to look it up because Sabir, I'm sorry for pausing already and pivoting, but Sabir Bey, as you guys know, loves to tout his knowledge of dictionary definitions. And attorney in fact, from what I read, used to be another name of somebody who had another's power of attorney. Usually we don't say that anymore, but that's basically what it is. But Sabir Bey, he probably thinks it's something a lot more important than what it actually is.
The attorney of fact.
Attorney what?
Fact.
What?
Attorney of fact. And what does that mean?
What?
Are you a licensed attorney?
No, I'm simply an attorney of fact.
Okay. And does that mean you have a power of attorney?
There, see? There you go.
What is your name? What is your name?
My name?
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
I don't have.
You don't have a name? Pardon?
Name, I'm the attorney of fact for the respondent mayor.
Well, let me explain to you. Only an attorney at law can stand in court and represent a criminal defendant. And to do so otherwise violates the criminal law statutes of the state of Tennessee. If you land someone who attempts to represent themselves as an attorney at law in
or represent
serious trouble. I understand what you're saying. I understand you're saying an attorney in fact. And what I want you to understand is that if you have a power of attorney, then you need to demonstrate that power of attorney. Do you have a legal document called a power of attorney?
No, I do not this time.
Okay. Then you don't have any authority to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge in this court. You have no legal authority, nor do you have any authority through a legal document to represent or to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge.
Why don't we court just let me file this document?
Show it to the bailiff and he'll show it to me.
I have no idea.
Have a copy of it.
Guys, I have the volume up maxed. So I imagine if I can't hear what the hell he's saying, I'm sure you guys can't. But and no, Sean, I'm not naming him Comcats.
Oh, apparently there's a copy here. All right, this is in the state of Tennessee of Cheatham County and Chancery Court, which is filed in the wrong county because in the wrong court, because this is circuit court. You just be quiet.
You Google it,
Ooh.
it comes up.
You need to listen to me instead of talking, okay? This is a challenge to the standing. The Supreme Court of the United States has stated that no corporation has standing anything to man.
What?
And in
Oh.
quotation,
Oh God! Oh, it's the I thought it was just gonna be like a power of attorney or something. This is his paperwork. Oh God! It's all right. We're already in cringe. We're knee deep in cringe.
for Rundle versus Delaware Raritan Canal Company. And then it said, as well as it being a maximum of law, citing certain Latin phrases, dissimilar
Naturally.
things ought not to be joined by a definition of Black's Law Dictionary.
There it is.
So the respondent in error requires that the state of Tennessee Incorporated and Cheatham County Chancery Court prove their standing to proceed against a man.
Yeah. So all right. So the judge already said earlier that for whatever reason he's saying that this is a chancery court, but it's not. Hey, Abby. I thought Obsidian sounds like a good name, but for whatever reason, my brain was like locked into only into names having only a maximum of 2 syllables. I don't know why. It was like a mental lock that I had when it came to naming. It had only a maximum of 2 syllables. Yeah, he says it's Chancery Court, but obviously it's a circuit court. And he keeps saying, and again, a lot of things with sovereign citizens. So in New Jersey, a chancery court usually handles like issues of probate. Because chancery courts in New Jersey are more so courts of equity. So that's where you would find issues involving probate, and estates. Well, that's almost the same thing. Property. I think also property disputes too. So, yeah. Yeah, New York doesn't have chancery courts. Yeah, I could have sworn I learned about that. Look, I have a license in New York, but I've not practiced in New York at all, so I don't know the comings and goings.
In any court of law, you have 15 calendar days to prove your standing or forever yield to estoppel, waiver, and fraud, and cease and desist this proceeding.
Oh, sorry. I should be more precise. In New Jersey, after the 1947 Constitution, it's no longer called the Chancery Court, but it's the Chancery Division. Yeah, there you go.
Immediately. More time is available if requested. And then this was signed by Matthew O'Neill Aldridge. Is that your signature?
That's the respondent in error signature.
All right. Well, I found that Matthew Neil Aldridge has failed to appear.
Ooh. Okay, I love it when judges do this. I think it's the most appropriate remedy or the appropriate response whenever you have a SovCit try to claim that they are not SovCits who claim that they're not the name that's on the piece of paper, or they're not the legal fiction that's on the piece of paper. I say the judge is going to say, like, all right, you're not going to say that this is you. I'm going to say that you failed to appear. Bench warrant. Because honest to God, I feel like I've seen so many judges, a lot of judges do this. Well, not a lot. I feel like more judges should do this. But it does seem like a lot of sovereign citizens do not. I've seen this used by judges before years ago, but it seems like I've yet to see a SovCit guru figure out a way around this potential outcome. Well, of course not, because they're idiots and they just got the money, so they don't care about the outcome. But yeah, they don't have an answer for this.
For the plea day on his case, which is set for trial tomorrow. And as a result, you have no standing, sir, under what I know what you're trying to do is to try to use the sovereign citizen approach to this situation. And I'm
It's all about
telling you that you do not have the right to represent Matthew Neil Aldridge. If you are in fact Matthew Neil Aldridge, then you need to say so and stop this nonsense, because that
true.
thing to do has no legal effect. You cannot challenge the criminal law or the jurisdiction of this court by simply filing some legal mumbo jumbo having to do with civil litigation. That has civil litigation in it. It is not a criminal case that you have cited. So it has no effect on this court regarding the criminal statutes of this court. This court is empowered under the Constitution of the United States of America.
Nimrod, thank you for the 14 months. Maik, sovereign citizen, free cat of the land. Thank you.
And the Constitution of the state of Tennessee, and by the duly elected citizens of Cheatham County to empower and enforce the laws of the state of Tennessee. And that is what I'm going to do regarding Matthew Lynn Aldridge. Mr. Aldridge is set for today to appear in court personally on what we call our last plea day before his trial date tomorrow.
Is that an Article 3 trial?
Oh my God.
What?
No. It's a state court. Article 3 has nothing to do with this. I don't understand, because we've seen it before. It's rare, but we've seen it before where some people who clearly just bought this crap or was sold a bill of goods, when they get smacked down by a judge like this, or get caught in contempt or spend the night, a few of them actually do wise up and say, all right, we're done with this. I just don't understand why more people don't do that. Why people are so committed to the bit.
Would that be an Article 3 trial? A trial by jury with jury?
It would be a trial by jury, certainly it would be. But I don't know who you are.
You're true.
And I don't think you have any authority if you are not Matthew Lynn Aldridge to appear before this court. And you're wasting valuable time to all of these other citizens who are here today. So when I'm talking, you stop talking.
Ooh.
You will when I'm finished talking. You are wasting the court's time by doing this. And I'm just simply instructing you that if you are in fact Matthew Lynn Aldridge, then this is your last day to settle your case. The trial date is set for tomorrow, and unfortunately, it will not go forward because of the fact that I have a conflict and I have to be in Stewart County on a civil matter. So we're going to assign a new trial date for Matthew Lynn Aldridge.
Arian Rod, thank you for the 32 months, man. 32 months. Thank you so much.
Now,
Navy Girl, I'll address your question. Oh my gosh, I'll address your question after the video ends. But I'll answer your question. I don't understand why these website and channels are terminated because there's not enough resources, unfortunately. There's just simply not enough resources at the state or federal level to like come down on a lot of these scam websites, because it's not just sovereign citizen gurus. There's a lot of like scammers out there that are peddling other different types of crap. If you want to see like financial related scams, go check out JT's Pocket Watching with JT. He does a lot of like financial scams.
February.
Take care, Father. CoffeeZilla also does a good job too. Aaron, no, it's not. I'm doing New Game Plus on the other channel.
July 15th.
I'm sorry,
July 15th.
July 15th. All right, to Matthew Aldridge and the individual standing before me whose name must not be uttered. Then we will set a July 15th trial date for Mr. Aldridge. Your, whatever this document is that you have filed is in fact invalid because it does not cite any valid criminal statute, and therefore I'm denying whatever that might be in the way of a motion. The trial date will be July 15th. The last day for Mr. Aldridge to enter a plea or go to trial will be July the 8th. July the 8th. Now, we're going to give you a card. If you are in fact Matthew Aldridge and you're just playing games with the court regarding this nonsense that you filed, then you may get this card and you may go on about your business. If you are not Matthew Aldridge, then I would suggest to you, you relay to Mr. Aldridge that he must appear on July the 8th, or a bond revocation will take place, and his case will be set, will take place with him in jail, incarcerated on the 15th. That's the judgment of the court. You need to take your piece of paper and go on about your business.
Take your paper. Hey, Artie. Hey, not Artie. Hello, me. Hey, sarcastic potatoes. I appreciate this, Judge, and I think like more judges need to, like, part of me, I'm always caught in between two wolves inside. One part of me wants to go with this judge. No nonsense, cut him off, and not waste anybody's time. On the other hand, I also understand when a judge is trying to be very accommodating and trying to work with somebody. If for nothing else, it's preserve any possible appellate issues, right? I'm always caught in between those two, but I guess it depends on my mood of the day. All right, what's this? Auditing. Reno, not. Somebody's gonna sue somebody. Wait, is this a premiere? Oh no! Oh wait, he's premiering it now. All right, hold on. Wait, you want me to Mandy, you want me to see, oh, I just realized they're both different videos. You want me to see, you think I should see both? Say coward deputy, no bueno, filed restraining order. This is 14 minutes. All right.
Hey there.
Hi.
With Auditing Reno 911. Well, today has been not what I expected it to be. Yesterday I did a live stream.
Damn it. Hold on, sorry. I hate it when OBS does this. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Hey there.
Hi. Hold on. There you go.
Drew with Auditing Reno 911. Well, today's been not what I expected it to be. Yesterday I did a live stream, shared a phone conversation with everybody, and well, I'll just replay the phone conversation so that way you all understand what I was expecting. And take a look at this. Something interesting happened last week, and I got a phone.
Wait, no audio? Oh, sorry. I didn't share it. Hold on. There you go.
Call this morning about it. So last week I was sitting at my house, and I have my gate closed to the property, and I notice a white car sitting out there. And I go out there after the guy leaves, because I saw him get out of his car, and on my gate was a card.
All right.
From the civil section of the Washoe County Sheriff's Office. And so I figured somebody's trying to sue me. And it's not my business. If they're going to sue my business, I'm pretty easy to serve. You just go online, find out the registered agent, and serve me. It doesn't take any effort to serve a business, but to serve an individual, it does. And so I figured it had to be something to do with this channel and my goals and changing our political system a little bit and how they treat us. And so I got a phone call, and I'm going to call him here back in just a few minutes. But what the phone call was is a guy from the Washoe County Civil Service section, and Deputy Jason Bueno's going to have me served. So I look forward to that. So let's see if we can call him here. And we'll put it up on the speaker.
Okay.
And you all can listen to it if you want.
All right, I'm putting this at 1.25 speed.
Hello?
Hi, this is David.
Hey, David, this is Drew Rebar. Who are you with again?
With the sheriff's office.
Okay, and I just want to let you know I'm recording our conversation.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I just wanted to gather some more information and set up a time with you tomorrow to meet up, and you can serve me that stuff. But I was being served by Jason Bueno again.
That's the plaintiff. Yeah, that's the person who's requested.
Okay, and what court is that out of?
Let me pull it out of my file here, and we'll take a look. Carson City Justice Court.
Oh, okay, good. And do you have a case number?
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready to write it down.
Okay. Just a second here. And go ahead with that case number.
Okay. 24P. O is in ocean. 000231. C as in Charles.
So it's 24P. O as in ocean. 00231C.
Yeah, one more zero in there. So 3 zeros and then 231C.
P0. P0000231C. And 24 for the year. Okay, cool. I appreciate that. And he's trying to get me to shut up is what he's trying to do? Is that what I understand?
Well, let me tell you what the title of the document is, and it's an order of a hearing regarding an application for protection order against stalking or harassment, sexual assault, or harm to minors. So it's seeking a protection order against like stalking or harassment. And what I differentiate that is that the other kind that we commonly see is one against like a domestic violence.
Okay.
But this is more of a behavior-oriented protection order.
So
and part of the application, part of the paperwork I have for you is the application, so you can see what he's requesting.
Okay, cool. So the cop with the gun and the badge is afraid of the guy with the camera.
Well, I always hate it when auditors do this. It's oftentimes, sometimes, depending on the circumstances, yeah, the cop doesn't know that you only have a camera on you. But going past that, I feel like if you cops like normally do not have, you know, the normal protections when they're out in public regarding harassment, what we would consider to be harassment in that sense, because they are cops are public officials. They have fewer privacy protections than us as a private member of the public do. That's just the reality. That's just a fact. But it's but so for the cop to actually try and get a protective order, the bar to clear has to be exceedingly high. And what I mean by that is, like, more than likely it can't just be the police officer in the course of his official duties. This would have to mean with, like, this guy is going to his private home. He's going to his he's going after the kids. He's going after other people who are not the officer while he's on duty to engage in whatever auditor behavior. So it's a very, very, very high bar. So for the cop to even attempt it, I'm very curious as to what this guy allegedly did that he thinks that he'd be able to get a protective order against them as a police officer. We'll see.
Well, I'm not going to weigh in on an opinion matter, but I mean, I can tell you what the title of the documents I have for you are.
I appreciate that. Do you have my office address in Carson City?
I think I do. Is it the towing company?
Yeah, it's 2730 Conestoga.
Okay, yep.
You want to meet there about 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I can make that work.
Okay, cool. That'll make your life easy and hopefully make my life easy, and I can keep living this story that I'm living.
Well, I appreciate your cooperation, and I will see you at 9.
Okay, you have a good day, man. Appreciate the call.
You as well.
Okay,
yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, it looks like Deputy Jason Bueno is afraid of me. I want to put it out there on the record. I'm not following anybody. I'm not stalking anybody. I have no ill intentions for anybody. I just want everybody to have a peaceful life and do what they want to do in their life. Now, when it comes to government needs to be accountable to the people.
Fair.
And that's part of why I'm out here doing this, is because I think there's a problem. Mr. Jason Bueno, I mean you no ill will. I want no harm to come to you. The only thing that I'm doing is taking legal actions and actions that are constitutional. So, I'm gonna, see you in court. Everything's gonna be done through our judicial system, and whatever our judicial system rules is how life will go. So I don't know how I'm perceived as a threat in any way. It seems more like an attempt to quiet me. And if any of the people that are out there that watch these videos threaten, do anything, don't do that. That's you're as bad as Jason Bueno if you're out there threatening people with violence or any harm or doing wrong. I'm a firm believer in using our systems, our constitution, our laws, and doing the right thing. Doing things to take care of your family, doing things to take care of those that work with you or for you, and building your community and helping people around you. So that's what I'm about. So that said, I look forward to answering the questions. So it appears Deputy Jason Bueno is afraid of me. He wants a protection order, evidently, according to what this Washoe County Civil Section server just told us. Has a case filed against me in Carson City Justice Court. And I really got to think. I've had a chance to think about it overnight. What have I done?
Thanks, Mike.
Anybody?
Well, I don't know. I actually don't know. If what is happening is that all he's doing is like just finding out when the officer's on duty and recording him when he's on duty out in the public, that's not a harassment at all. But if you are going to his house when he's off duty, and you are also going after like recording members of his family, or like if he's off duty and out in public, and recording that enough of that will raise it to a different level. You'll have a different issue on hand. If I said that he was a public official, he's not. It's just sheriff's deputy. When I mean public officials, I mean like mayors, city council members, etc. But if he's like, if he's off duty and you are trying to figure out where he is and recording him and confronting him over and over and over, then that might be enough sufficient if it's recorded and documented. It might be sufficient to constitute harassment, even if he's a cop.
I've documented just about every action I've taken in this case, put it online to share the story. My intention is very simple. I'm out here documenting my interactions with government and auditing them. There's never a threat of violence for me at all. The only thing that I will do is what the law and the system calls for. If there's a law for something, I'm going to try to follow that as best I can. If I'm not aware of the law, as soon as I'm aware of the law, I'm going to make sure that I'm following the law. Accessing the justice system, accessing the courts. Maybe Deputy Bueno finds that fearful. So I try to understand what this guy is all about. And I've talked to some cops, and I've got some cop friends. And one of them retired that I recently talked to. Guy I haven't known all that long, but he was telling me about the mentality of the young guys that get into the field. He'd been around law enforcement for all of his life and retired at a fairly high rank. And for a lot of the people, it's about power, their exercise of power. And then you have to understand, why do these people want to exercise power? And I think it's fear. They have a bunch of fear of other people. So maybe that gives some insight into what this Deputy Bueno is about. Is I see him as being a coward. You put me in jail, you take my freedom, you hotbox me in a 95-degree day. Hell, at least you offered to get me right off after the booking process. That was awful friendly of you. But anyways, I got another phone call last night after I'd made the arrangement, and I thought I'd share that phone call with you, and that's kind of why I'm upset today. I was made arrangements, had a time in my schedule. Well, here's that conversation. We'll step outside here. Hello, this is Drew on the recorded line.
Hi, Drew. This is Sarah over Washington County Sheriff's Office. How are you?
I'm good.
Hi. So I'm giving you a call because Mr. Scott came back to the office and let me know that he made arrangements with you to serve within Person City.
Yeah.
And I am letting you know that he is unable to do that.
Oh.
Washington County Sheriff's Office does not have any jurisdiction in Person City, so I wanted you to know that he will not be able to make the appointment that he made with you tomorrow. I have contacted the court and let them know that that is where you wish to be served, because they already have that information, and they can make the arrangements to reach out to you. And
So anyways, yeah, not going to be meeting the process server this morning. Evidently, Washoe County Civil Section is, hey guys, sorry.
Aw, doggo.
Chasing stuff, pretty much. Well, I'm a dog guy if you haven't noticed. But anyways, they're not going to serve me evidently. Trying to cooperate with service, so my dog's seen another dog out there. Hey, chill out, guys, chill out.
Nevada is an all-party consent state, but he said specifically that he told the whoever's on the other line at the sheriff's office that he's on the recorded line, and for her acknowledgement, you can easily interpret that as being a consent to it.
Hey, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Anyways, yeah, so gonna have to chill, guys, chill. We'll make some other arrangements for this. Here. You want to go chase the dogs? Here, go chase the dogs. There they go. Anyway, so like I said, a little disappointed. Deputy Bueno didn't get me served yet. I did file a lawsuit against him and others involved in my illegal arrest and torture that they did.
Torture?
We'll go and answer Deputy Bueno's lawsuit against me for his protection order as soon as they get me served. Deputy Bueno, if you're watching this, mean you no harm. Just want to resolve the issues through our legal process, and that's my sole intention. I don't think you're a good deputy. I do believe you should lose your job. I think you should be fired, and
Okay.
I think you should be criminally charged and let the process work its way in your case. I put the charges out there. The recording is out there. Let's get it in front of a judge. Let's get it in front of a jury and see what they say about it. Let them judge it. I'm just telling everybody what my life experience was, and I'm sharing the video of my life experience. If you find that threatening, I don't know how to solve that problem. You shouldn't have done what you've done if you think that me sharing and then questioning your actions that harmed me. Why do you think that you get to control everybody else's life? You don't. It's not how our system works. So anyways, I just wanted to give everybody an update. This is what it's about. Not going to get served today. The case is out there. My case is out there, so I'm getting my process servers going. Go ahead and go watch the video from yesterday. It was a live stream. I'll post a link down in this one. I appreciate the views. Like, subscribe,
All right.
do your thing, and try to help me keep this thing growing. And I'll keep exploring what's going on and sharing all of that with you.
Hey fam, by the way, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for all your RD's Corporate Fiction updates, air horn, wacky zoomer sound effects. There you go. All right, you have not been served. Show up to court anyways. All right, what's this all about? And he's premiering another one, so interesting.
Good morning.
Oh my god, he's got RGB! Hold on. He's just like me, for real, for real. Hold on. Oh my god, I hate it when OBS does this. Why? Why does it do this? Hang on. All right.
Good morning. It is
Morning.
Wednesday, January 31st. And here to give everybody an update. For those of you that haven't watched my channel before, my name is Drew. I go around and do some First Amendment audits, discover what's going on with the government, and run a small business. That's why I got into this, is because I saw government corruption. So anyways, I'm following up on my story with my illegal arrest by Carson City Sheriff's Deputy Jason Bueno.
Put that down. Put yours in the
Hotbox me.
I have the air back there going.
Well, you rolled up the window that left a breeze.
What's that?
Yeah, you rolled up the window that left a breeze. So like I said,
Yeah,
I
usually
figured
do
you were
that
just
for the
trying to
air
hotbox me.
conditioning,
Jason Bueno, and what's going on with that. And for those of you that haven't seen any of this before, go back through my history. I'll post a link to a couple of the videos that are related to this, the arrest, etc. But what's going on over the last few days is I discovered I was trying to be served by the Washoe County Sheriff's Office Civil Section. Got in touch with them. There's a video about that. You can listen to the conversation. Made arrangements to be served at my office. Got a phone call back saying they couldn't serve me, and they canceled that appointment. That happened yesterday. So yesterday I was driving back home, and I got another phone call. So dressed up in a tie today. I'm going to let you watch the video of the phone call that I got. It's me driving, so enjoy the view of me driving and listen to the words. And I'll be right back.
My RGB is a lot better.
Issues and let
you
know and let you know the plan.
I even have the uwu face that Bacon made for me.
Hello, this is Drew on a recorded line.
Hi, Drew. This is Kristen from the
Jassa, are TPs, PPOs civil? I feel like they should be under criminal law. TPs, PPOs are civil, but if you violate a TPO, that can be a criminal violation.
City Sheriff's Office. How are you?
Hi there. You're trying to serve me.
Hi.
Yeah, I have some paperwork for you.
Cool. But I've got court tomorrow on the paperwork, and I haven't been served yet. Doesn't seem like due process to me.
Nevada.
Sure. It looks like you got January 31st at 10 a.m.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering how I can have court tomorrow at 10 a.m. when I haven't even been served yet. and have an adequate time to respond.
It came from the courts today. We just processed the paperwork, so I just wanted, it sounds like you wanted to set up a meeting so that I can get the paperwork to you?
Well, if you want to come to my house tonight, I can meet you out there, or if you want me to, I'll come to the courthouse tomorrow, just to object to what's going on, because like I said, I don't believe this is proper service and notification. It's a violation of my 14th Amendment and Article 1, Section 18 Nevada Constitution, Bill of Rights. So I'm seeing a problem with this.
What?
So, do you live in Carson City?
No, I live in Washoe Valley.
Okay,
but, I mean,
so
if you want to get me tonight, I'm gonna be back at home, so you got to cross into Washoe Valley to serve me, or if, like I said, you want to serve me in Carson City, you can come to the courthouse tomorrow morning, and I'll be there to make sure I'm available to the court, because I don't want to disrespect them even a little bit.
Okay, do you want to set up a time for tomorrow?
So Article 1, Section 18 of Nevada's Constitution is basically their Fourth Amendment.
I was going to say, if we can meet you tomorrow morning, or if you want to come by the sheriff's office tonight. Our office closes at 5, so we can leave it.
The problem is I can't come in the sheriff's office under threat of arrest from Jason Bueno and Kenny Furlong, because I record all my interactions with government. And you know those signs?
Alpha Adam says, my wife's uncle is trying to sue his town police department at a pro se in New York for $1 million because police didn't stop some random dudes from cutting down like 12 trees. Shit show. Honest to God, Alpha, that sounds about right. To be really honest, that sounds like local town problems to a T.
Outside that said Marcy's Law at the Carson City Sheriff's Office. Yeah, go look at the door. There's signs there that says no recording because Marcy's Law. We got to protect victims' rights. So I'm gonna tell you my frustration with that. Hopefully that's okay. Do you know anything about the Nevada State Constitution?
I understand your frustration. I just have to get this paperwork to you, and you can come to the sheriff's office and pick it up.
Oh no, I can't because I'm going to record, and I refuse to come and not record.
What?
If you want, so this would be my best solution for you, because when you walk in, there's 2 sets of double doors. The first set of double doors to the left, there's a black phone on the wall.
Yeah, Sheriff Furlong was clear. I couldn't use that under threat of arrest. Under threat of arrest.
Okay.
So therein lies the problem. Like I said, Jason Bueno, the guy that's afraid of me, and I don't. Do you know the story about why you're serving?
Like I said, I just do the paperwork part of it.
Well, there's a video out there. I'm a guy that started a YouTube channel, and so I film my government interactions. And what happened is Deputy Jason Bueno on August 30th, he did a 40-second investigation on me before he arrested me and put me in handcuffs. And then Deputy Jason Bueno put me in the back of his patrol vehicle on a 95-degree day, and he closed up all the windows and he hotboxed me. Now, evidently, I'm guessing that he feels threatened by my video showing what he did for some reason, and that's...
NCR, it sounds like you said you've been following this guy for this guy's situation for a while.
Why he wants to give a protection order you're trying to get me to go in front of the judge for? Is that what it is?
I can only tell you it's just an order to set hearing.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so anyways, that's the story, and if you're interested, go online. My channel is called Auditing Reno 911, and you can watch what I'm telling you, and you can see if you think that law enforcement should act like that. And so that's all that I'm simply doing, is I'm telling people about the actions of our government, and it appears that the guy with the gun and the badge is very afraid of this. But you can meet me. I'll be at the courthouse probably about 9:30 in the morning at Reno Justice Courthouse, so you can meet me there. And I'll take that service then right before the hearing.
And
I don't want to avoid
it. This one's for Carson City Township Justice Court, not Reno.
Yeah, I'll be in Carson City Justice Court tomorrow morning on the second floor, right?
Yes.
To clarify where we're at, on the second floor, Reno Justice Court.
Carson City.
Or Carson City Justice Court.
Lauren, thank you for the gifted membership.
Second floor, next to the sheriff's office, and I should be pretty recognizable. If you watch the video, you'll know what I look like.
Okay.
9:30?
Yeah, you said court's at 10, right?
Yes.
Yep.
10 a.m.
So I'll be there at 9:30 to make sure I can check in and, deal with whatever it is I'm supposed to deal with here.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Have a good night.
Okay, you too.
But it sounds like... But the premier sounds like was actually able to record record his hearing that he had today.
Bye-bye.
So we can take a look at that right there.
Obviously, I've got my court suit on here. Little tie, little jacket. Going to go to court, going to go respond to whatever allegation it is that's going on. I have not been served legally. I know about it because, well, the service people have told me about it. So at least I can go in there and prevent any summary judgments or anything like that. Spent last night writing a few documents for the court. So one of them's a motion to remedy the problem of not being served. And I'm more than happy to take service and deal with you.
NCR says he's been trying to sue over the trespassing for at least a year, and he's been putting out all these videos that have been with the same case, which is the majority of his channel from this year onward.
Confront it. But I just don't want the time clock to start running until the time clock legally starts running and gives me the due process to go consult with counsel, get counsel if I want to hire counsel, figure out a pro se argument if I want to do that, just understand what their allegations are that I've done, and move forward from there. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a live stream as much as I can from the courtroom today, probably mostly outside the court. I don't know if the judge will give me permission to record it in the courtroom. The court rules say that I've got to do a 24-hour notice before I can record in the courtroom that the judge has to approve. I was only given 17 hours of notice before the court date, verbal notice, not lawful service. But I was given verbal notice about 17 hours before I had to be at this court date today. So obviously, if the court requires a 24-hour notice to record for media purposes, I didn't meet that. So I'm going to submit that to the judge this morning and request to record all of the procedures that we deal with. So anyways, look for me live here in just a little bit. Perhaps we'll get to see Deputy Jason today, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.
All right. Oh, shit. Where's this premiere?
Good morning. Hey there, Drew.
Hi.
Reno 911 is the channel. I just got out of court. I appreciate everybody watching the live feed from a little earlier. And a little update on what happened today with my hearing with Deputy Jason Bueno. Jason Bueno is the deputy that illegally arrested me and then locked me in the back of his patrol vehicle, closed up all of the windows. There were no vents open. It was a 95-degree day, and then he hotboxed me. So Jason Bueno went to the court and he's petitioned for a restraining order against me. Evidently he fears me. It's a cowardly move to me. Evidently he doesn't like being called a coward either. Jason Bueno, you're a coward. Put it out there. You're a coward.
Hello.
Anyways, the judge.
This is
let me record
NCR.
happened partially in.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm good. This whole restraining order, all of this is dating back to last year.
Okay.
He was at a Nevada prison where he was trespassed. He's claiming all of the torture was from being put in the back of the squad car for not even 30 seconds. They did have the AC on, so I don't know how he can say it's a hot box. He's been going after...
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Right. So he's been going after the warden and the sheriff's office and the county prosecutor since he got out. And this whole thing with the Nevada Constitution is the Nevada courts have put out an order because there was a group of frauditors who actually tried to jump behind the counters. So they have put out a judicial order in all the Nevada courts that you cannot record in any of the clerk's offices or anything but the hallway. And he is using like some weird case from Nevada saying that a woman's rights was violated when they did a search on her at a prison.
Okay. So, I mean, that sounds very odd. It's a... Yeah, but let's listen in on this because it literally was just posted 30 minutes ago. And it sounds, according to his title, he says that he did get permission to record the hearing. So, Akira, thank you for the $4.99. So I'm very curious as to what happened here in this court hearing.
There after he'd made his decision to allow the recording, so I'll share that with all of you guys. It was a good day. I do have court again next Wednesday at 2 p.m. And then we're going to make some arguments and things like that. So things basically did go the way that I wanted them to go today. The judge looked at my requests, the lack of service, gave me some time to respond, and replied today in the affirmative that I could record today's hearing, and I did so. with restrictions, so I'll share that with you. The next hearing, like I said, to repeat, is next Wednesday at 2 p.m. I'm going to petition the court to record that one too, and hopefully I'll be able to bring that out to you. So, it was a good day. Bueno's arguments were, in my opinion, kind of weak. He's upset because people out there that have watched the videos, evidently somebody figured out his personal cell phone number or figured out how to get in touch with him and have been calling him and harassing him. So let me put this out there. Don't do that. Leave the man alone on his personal stuff. This is a business thing. Call his employer. Let them know. Call the government. Don't call the man at work. Don't threaten the man. I've got no ill will towards the man. I just don't believe he should be a cop. And I think that he needs to go through that legal process. I think that the legal process needs to look at him and put him through the process for the illegal arrest and the hot box torture that evidently nobody's investigated. Deputy Bueno did tell me that there are going to be criminal charges filed against me for my posting of my videos. Deputy Bueno is telling me that my videos have been edited and are not accurate. If any of you guys out there watching the videos, show me where you think I'm not accurate or I'm lying or I'm misrepresenting the truth. The only thing that I try to do is show all the verbal interaction, all of the stuff. The only thing that I truly edit out on these videos, I try to record most everything live, and then I take the live stream down and edit it down to get rid of the dead spots so you guys aren't bored and listening to silence. Kind of gets boring to me in the videos. So anyways, he's accusing me of making fake videos. He told me that I was not a journalist today. I think everybody can be a journalist. You just need to pick up something, gather some information on topics, and disseminate it to the public. It's pretty simple to be a journalist. It's pretty simple to exercise all of our constitutional right to be a member of press, to gather information and disseminate it to the people so that the people can decide what they believe. That's why I like this format. The videos don't lie. The pictures don't lie. The audio doesn't lie. So anyways, feel pretty good. Yeah, I think today went well. The judge that was there today is a judge that I've been in front of before. It was many years ago. He didn't remember me. I did remember him. And what I appreciated about the judge, and I told him this, is the man, the way he runs his court is he's a very precise individual. He likes to go through each one of the aspects of the law and aspects of the rules, ask questions, get answers, and make sure that he's following the process. So I really did appreciate the judge that I had today. So Judge, thank you if you watch this. I appreciate your demeanor, just like I told you. And the last time we interacted was probably 5-6 years ago in a small claims case. And he did the same thing, and he ruled very fairly then. So unfortunately, though, that judge is not going to be the judge next week. We have a different judge next week, so hopefully that judge will be equally as diligent with this one about reading the black and the white of the law and interpreting it and making a decision based on that. If he does that, I should have no problem avoiding Mr. Bueno's restraining order, because Mr. Bueno, I've never threatened him. I've never done anything. I've never stalked him. I've never harassed him. The only thing I've ever done is publish videos of him when he's at work or question his integrity of work. And whoever got his phone number, lose his phone number. You don't need that. Anyways, like I said, don't want to blather on too much here. Here's the video of the court proceedings. And
all right.
Appreciate all you guys. Share this information around. Get it out to other channels. Hopefully they can disseminate it and get more people aware of what's going on in our local communities and how the government treats all of us. Peace out. Like, subscribe, ding that little bell. Have a happy day. Thank you much.
I'm not sure what you're asking. What you're saying is if he posts the recording of me and the audio of the hearing, you want to do what with it?
Very shortly there'll be a cease and desist from my personal injury attorney to remove all content from YouTube, as it's libelous and damaging, and it was proven such. So in order for him to further where he's going with this now, my concern is obviously that this recording is going to be used in the exact same way that he's been stalking myself and my family.
And if there's some wrong that flows from that, there's consequences that are potential for it, but I'm allowing it. I'm not ordering that he can or can't post this proceeding. That Mr. Dubar does at his own risk, like any person who posts anything under any circumstance. So he's allowed.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Asking him to take down all videos involving him, no, that's inappropriate, especially if it's when the cop is out in public and he's on duty.
How to record the court and audio of this proceeding, the other parties talking. That's been my ruling. We haven't just for, I'll call it the record, so to speak, the only record according to statute is the court's formal one. But for the sake of completeness for Mr. Rebar, when we started, we had been talking since the beginning of this about his initial request whether or not he could record the proceedings. I have examined Rule 229, 230, and the like regarding his ability to record. I have authorized a limited ability to record to protect the dignity of the proceedings and the individual's focus and ability to not be distracted. And the limitations that I have posted or ordered are that the camera, again, can be posted at me or directed at me. It can record audio of anything else in the courtroom. And that's the extent of my ruling. I'm not, again, ruling whether or not he can do anything with the recording. So the next issue to address before getting to the merits of the matter are there was an opposition to the hearing. My understanding after reading it is that Mr. Rebar is asking for a continuance of this hearing because he was served, well, he was notified last night and indicated to the representative trying to serve him that he would be here. He was notified according to the document about 4:23 in the afternoon, stating he would be here.
Oh my God. All right, Dre, that's not fascism, for God's sake. I swear to God, people really abuse the fascism and communism way too much these days. But anyway,
He has shown up to court, but he did not have the documents in hand until he was here. It indicated that he had the opportunity to briefly read the application. So the allegations that Mr. Bueno is making in an attempt to obtain a protective order. So Mr. Rebar, you are here. You have submitted yourself to the jurisdiction of the court by showing up. You've been given a copy of the documents.
Okay then, Artie, what would you call it? Enlighten me. Assuming that there's literally nothing involving it, assuming the videos show nothing, again, assuming the videos showed nothing but the cop acting in the course of his duties, he sounds like he's being a Karen. And that's what it is. The second thing is that the judge is also correct that by showing up, service doesn't really matter much anymore. He showed up, so.
You said briefly read it. What do you need additional time for?
I'd like to go over the documents point by point. I'd like to go and I've got a subscription to LexisNexis. I'd like to go look at a lot of the case law. I'd like to confer with my attorney, Rich Salvatore, and get his personal advice and legal advice on dealing with this. And I'd like to take the time to write a complete response to the complaint and counter those.
What's the difference? Okay, explain to me, Dre, what's the difference between this cop? Again, assuming all he's showing, even if he was a private individual, if they're out in public, what makes this cop different than from a random ass Karen who actually goes to court if this guy's been recording her out in public? There is no difference there. So using loaded language like abusing his authority, you're adding a lot more moral weight to the situation than is necessary. Again, assuming all this guy is doing is recording him while he's doing his job, that's fine.
Those issues and present evidence within my.
And he's just acting like a Karen.
This is in large part stemming from an event at the prison how long ago?
August 30th, 2022.
And then since then, you've been engaged in court hearings and making videos about this underlying subject matter, is that right?
For a time period after my arrest, I stopped making videos. My First Amendments were suppressed out of the fear that I was dealing with.
Did anyone order that, or did you do that?
It was just personal fear. just personal fear of the retribution that the government was bringing down on me.
So hang on a second, when you read the document, were you surprised by any of the contents?
Yeah, I've never made a threat against the deputy. Didn't even know he had children until I read this document. Don't know anything about him or his personal life. The only thing that I'm concerned with is under his office, under his authority of law, doing his job. And from what I saw, he's violated my constitutional rights. And as you see that I've noticed the court, I have filed a tort claim against him and against many other individuals involved in the arrest.
Just 2 days ago.
I gave you a copy of the complaint attached as Exhibit 1.
January 29th.
Yeah, and I've been working on that for a couple of months, so I did file that the other day. That's over at the process server to get served, so Deputy Bueno should be served with that very shortly, along with all the other parties named. So I do want to move forward, and he's made some allegations today, and I want to answer those allegations, and I hope he wants to answer my allegations. There is no personal animus in any of this.
So hang on a second, you say you want to move forward. You want to defend yourself at a future date against this application for a TPO. That's what you mean by moving forward, or do you want to do it now?
No, I want to take my time and give you a written response to his complaint. And I want to counter all of his arguments, and I want to bring my documentation. As noted, I record and document and disseminate the information. There's videos showing exactly what I've done, exactly the actions, and we can compare those. So that way there doesn't need to be a question as to what I have or have not done. It's out there, it's recorded, just as his actions are. And I want to bring that information into the court in a reasonable way that's concise. And right now, if I've got to do it, I've just got to go blah, because I'm not prepared for this at all, because I found out 10 o'clock this morning when the gal from Carson City Sheriff's called me. Did I have knowledge they were trying to serve me? Yes. I was on the phone trying to make arrangements to be served, to be at the locations where I said I would be, and then they kept changing the schedule on me.
That's not this morning. You were here this morning.
Oh, absolutely. I'm one of those human beings. Early is on time is late. I don't like being late. I like to be early. I like to be on time. I like to deal with the problems that are in front of me and solve the problems. This is a problem to solve.
If I were to consider this request essentially to continue this hearing, how much time are you asking for?
Why'd you time them out?
Filed and how long has it taken?
What'd they say?
So it's taken them. So this was filed on January 19th. Today is the 31st. So it's taken them, what, 12 days to call me up on the phone and say, hey, serve me. They could have called me 12 days ago when they first did this, as opposed to calling me here at the beginning of this a few days ago.
So if I were to consider setting it over to another day, how much time do you need?
A
week?
Probably 10 days. That's probably fair.
Okay.
It gives me a week and weekend to look at things.
Mr. Bueno, did you receive, I believe Bela told me you received a copy of the opposition to the hearing. In large part, there's it's not a long document, but there's some contesting of the underlying.
Oh, okay.
A few years ago.
I switched the chat to live chat, and I see what they said. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
But the whole gist of this entire document is asking for continuance.
Artie, I've been looking into the videos on his channel some more. He's got at least 6 different videos just specifically targeting Deputy Bueno. So I think that's part of the reason. And I looked at that case. He's always
right, but the issue for me is not whether or not he's particularly targeting the sheriff's deputy. If what those videos are simply him while he's on duty. If the videos are instead of like the sheriff's family of his wife and his kids, then we're having a different conversation. But if it's just that this guy just has it in for this particular deputy, but all he's recording is him while he's on his job, I don't see where the deputy has a leg to stand on.
What are your thoughts on that?
The damage has been done, and it's taken this amount of time to at least have a hearing on the matter. My thoughts are the threats to myself and my family instigated by Mr. Rebar are going to continue.
Objection.
I believe that's his intention at this point, to continue to post inflammatory conduct in violation of NRS 200-575. And so I did briefly be able to review his opposition. I did note his continuance in writing of those false allegations as well.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on going now versus just plain language with me? And maybe I didn't ask a good question, but what are your thoughts on doing it now versus next Friday, some point after that, or I'm sorry, next Wednesday. We normally hear these outside of special set on Wednesdays. So if it were to go on a normal schedule, what are your thoughts on a future hearing as opposed to doing it now?
I would like a hearing as soon as possible. Obviously, there's exigency with ongoing threats to my family.
Okay.
So as soon as possible.
And I read in your original application, and this just goes to whether or not I can continue this, an allegation of threats, and that is a word, like many others, that's subject to interpretation. For example, I have a case where the definition of tumultuous is at issue, and tumultuous, when you read it in a dictionary, is violent, riotous, loud types of activity. But in normal communication, you could say that, the Buffalo Bills, for example, had a tumultuous season, ups and downs and losses and injuries and the like. So
True.
When I hear the word threats, the context for protective order, what I'm looking at is like a
threat of physical violence,
explicit or implied threat of actual physical harm to you, your family, your property. That's the type that I'm concerned about when I'm looking to continue or not. Has there been, on the recordings you've watched or communications you've had, that type of threat from Mr. Rebar himself?
Yes, sir.
Describe one.
His comments are a matter of record. Commentary from his false statements that he's made. I've received phone calls advising that they know where I live. They know where my children go to school. I've had family contacted with the same type of comments, all fueled from his false accusations.
Other people have reached out, not Mr. Rebar, is what you're saying?
I stopped answering the unknown callers but I'm still getting them through my voice messages through work. I'm not listening to all of them at this point because they're extremely vile.
What about a specific threat from Mr. Rebar right now?
Viewing me, who the F timed me out? Mandy, my producer and head moderator, did, because of what you called her. And if you keep on acting out, I'm gonna ban you permanently. So chill. All right? Chill.
I'm gonna come to your house and follow you in your vehicle everywhere you go to annoy you, or I'm going to hit you, or I'm going to do something to your property. Anything explicit like that?
I would have to go through the hundreds and hundreds of comments in order to specifically see. I don't watch all of the content of his videos. I have someone that's doing that. So I would have to defer, and maybe that would be a time to be able to adequately present those as well.
YouTube comments is just like, Now, if he's getting phone calls, and the thing is, the problem that we're having is that he wants a remedy against him, against this guy. And this is where the things get messy. Because as you guys know, a lot of these frauditors have all these plausible deniability things. Okay, guys, do not call, insert phone number here, yada, yada, yada. And to do X, Y, and Z. But the Reno 911, whoever this guy is, he could basically say, like, hey, I'm telling them not to do this. I'm telling them not to do that. And if he's actually showing that, as far as I know, and I don't know, I haven't seen all of his content. As far as I know, he hasn't given away the deputy's phone number publicly. He hasn't doxed him on the channel. Assuming that he never actually gave the deputy's home address and that he never gave his personal phone number. I don't see where a judge is going to permit a protective order that's going to prevent him from uploading content. Again, all of this is presuming that the all these, but even if what he's doing is recording his kids, because if he's not posting that public information, is other people, is viewers that are ones that are taking the time to actually look up his personal info, that this auditor can't be held responsible for that. So all he can do, and by he I mean the deputy, all he can really do is make a case on whether or not this guy's actually recording his kids. So he could do like a stay away order, right? If what this guy's doing is actually recording his kids and his family when he's off duty, and not doing and in his private when he's like acting as a private individual, and not when he's like on duty, then the judge can likely tell him to do could possibly do a stay away order. But in terms of like to stop like making content about him, no. To stop him from recording him when he's on duty, no.
Prepare their essentially presentations, marshal their evidence. Normally in these hearings, they are fairly quick in summary. You hear verbal descriptions, make a decision. But it sounds like while I could likely do that, this one is like all cases, it's important to both parties. So I'm inclined, I guess, to continue it, but the question is to when. Before we started, when I saw this opposition to the hearing, I'll call it opposition today, I'll call it a motion to continue. Check with the clerk, had her check into the future, and we'd only, because of we were in the middle of hearings when I received this request. It looked as far out as the following week. Next Wednesday, there's only one case, the small claims at 1 o'clock, and there's the ability to come in later, say 2 o'clock, and there'd be about 3 hours that I could obligate the court to. It wouldn't be me, I'm already assigned elsewhere, but next Thursday, 2 o'clock, we could set this. It's not quite as much time as Mr. Rebar is asking for, but I think it also strikes a balance on the potential concerns that Mr. Bueno is bringing forward, his underlying concern for and allegations for safety. So is it correct, Ms. Clerk, that 2 o'clock next week is free if there's the small claims at 1 and that's it?
Yes, that's fine. Yes.
That's
That's
Wednesday the 7th. Okay. That date isn't set in stone. Those are my thoughts on it. Mr. Rebar, is that possible for you?
Thursday, 2 p.m., sir, Your Honor?
Wednesday, 2 p.m.?
Wednesday, 2 p.m.
Next Wednesday?
I will make that happen. That gives me more time than I've had since last night to look at the papers and respond.
Is that acceptable to you? Okay. Like I said, it will not be me. I have a prior trial set in a different jurisdiction. There'll be another judge sitting here 2 o'clock next Wednesday the 7th to discuss the merits. Mr. Rebar, you would likely want to, I'm not going to, I don't know what information may change between now and then, so I'm not going to have this be a continuing order for cameras in the courtroom. I've allowed it in the limited manner today after arguments. So if you wish to do it again, put in a request, and either the normal judges or the judge who will be presiding that day can have advance notice to look at it. So my order was for today. So if you wish to do a recording next time, another request, okay?
Yes, sir.
Manny, I told you this is
My address.
Doug is out of control. All right.
Should be on the top, I think.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay, and then Mr. Bueno, do you need any additional notice of next Wednesday at 2 o'clock? I'm sorry? Do you need any additional notice? She was going to mail a notice to.
It's just this. This is it. This is literally the only thing I'm drinking.
You're both on notice, and Mr. Rebar, you are, for legal purposes, considered to have been served with the document. You've received it, you've acknowledged it, and you've made appearance.
I also haven't had dinner yet, so that's probably not helping either.
I think that's it for today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
As I recall, you're the same way. You went down things very precisely. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, yeah. So the problem I'm having here is there's not it would it would require me to go through his channel and actually see whether or not he's actually recording his kids or recording or actually coming up in what I would consider to be harassing him when he's not on duty. There have to be a lot of those in order for the judge to really do anything. Beyond that, if he's not doxing him and if he's not doing that kind of stuff, then there's nothing the judge can do, and also there's nothing the judge could do if the internet commentators are able to look up his information. So I get it. It sucks. And don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say like I'm not pulling a Dre and telling this cop to toughen up. Although you might be able to say that. I understand where the cop is coming from if saying like, hey, this guy keeps talking shit about me. His viewers are looking up my information and making these harassing phone calls against me. It's BS, and I get it. I get that would be BS. I get that. Problem is like there's really not much for the judge to do for the judge to be able to do at this point. There's not really much that the judge can do. Anyway. Yeah, Griggsy, you and I are going to have to substantially disagree. I feel like 80% of people who are called racist are not actually racist. It's 2024. Racist has lost most of its meaning, just as communist, fascist, and tyrant has lost pretty much all meaning. Well, I know, Grixie, you tend to be very wrong on a lot of things. I've noticed that, but it's okay. You and I are still cool. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? There was a DK video, but I do want to. Oh yeah, of course. There's been an update, somewhat of an update on the. Yeah, I know you're called to be anti-racist and not just not racist, and that's cringe as hell. I swear to God, it's just the cringiest thing. All right, so people opposed to the search warrant against that was unsealed against Karen Reed, where she had 2 of her phones confiscated, and this is involving Mr. Turtleboy. So what is it? What did they say? It said okay. Let me view here. Tully alleges there's probable cause to believe that Reed conspired with Kearney to intimidate witnesses in her murder case. He indicates that there were 189 calls between 2 phones owned by Kearney and a phone owned by Reed. The 2 also communicated on the encrypted messaging service Signal, according to Tully's warrant. Thank you, Cindy, for the 25 months. A college friend of Reed's from California named Natalie. Oh my God, Berschneider? I'm going to say Berschneider. Initially acted as an intermediary between Reed and Kearney when the 2 began communicating in April 2023, according to the warrant. Berschneider has since ended her friendship with Reed and has been cooperating with Massachusetts State Police. Ooh, she's turned state's evidence. Winston. Are you my baby boy? You hate me? Yeah, you hate me. Your ears say it all. Anyway. It appeared most of the messages sent by Natalie were authored by Karen. For example, messages would start with tell TB, Turtle Boy from Karen, or not for public, but you and A can see. Natalie stated the content of the messages shared by Karen to her were Karen's defense of the charges, including information regarding witnesses, the home address of Trooper Michael Proctor, pictures of witnesses, autopsy photographs, motions filed by her attorneys, police reports, photographs taken by MSP's crime scene services section, and feedback about Kearney's blog posts. In an April 2023 text message, Britt Schneider allegedly told Kearney, not public, the feds have been involved longer than anybody is likely guessing, and then in the following month, she texted, not public, Levy confirmed no swarms of FBI were in Canton 2 days ago. The reference to Levy is most likely U.S. Attorney for the District of Massachusetts, First Assistant U.S. Attorney Joshua Levy. Joshua Levy is now acting U.S. Attorney for Massachusetts, and according to the warrant, is directly involved in the federal probe. 25 investigate sources. And court documents from Reed's murder case confirmed the existence of a federal investigation connected to the arrest, prosecution of Reed for the January 2029 death of her Boston police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, in Canton. Sources say FBI agents have been in Canton speaking to people about Reed's murder case. The U.S. Attorney's Office has declined to comment. Reed's defense team has filed a motion to sanction, disqualify Norfolk's DA's office from a murder case. The search warrant alleges Reed took steps to provide Kearney non-public information while appearing to be distant, and Reed was controlling what he could publish publicly. It describes a lunch meeting Kearney allegedly had with Reed and her attorneys at the Omni Seaport following a May 2023 court hearing. Kearney's former girlfriend is also referenced in the warrant. She told state police investigators Karen Reed was interviewed by federal law enforcement, according to the warrant. Reed, yeah. So this is just getting messier and messier and messier. Between this alleged witness intimidation and the federal probe, it's just, yeah. This. Uh-huh. Hold on. Sorry. Turtle Boy update. Yeah, so these are the same. Yeah, the same thing. Thank you, Mandy, for the $2. Yeah, basically saying the same thing. So I'm very curious to see what happens here. But again, this whole case is a complete shit show, you know. And thank you, all of you, for the re-ups and memberships. Is it? Yep, it's 7 o'clock. So that makes sense. God, I feel like we need to watch this this debate between Destiny and Glenn Greenwald on January 6th, but some other time. Oh, that's right. These are a bit too long. I was thinking of a short video to finish everything out. Um, oh God, he's online. Yeah, whatever. The what? Chili? I mean, is there an update on that? I don't follow the guy for. I don't see anything from Our Nevada judges. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I knew about. Well, yeah, I already knew about the no show, but there really wasn't much of anything to comment on. Oh, hey, that's me. Who's that? Oh, hi. Hi. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Yep, this is Mike. He does not like being held, unlike Winston and Archer. He's not the biggest. He's not the most comfortable being held, but we'll get used to that, right? Mike. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Yeah. Are you okay? I know. I know. I know. I'm awful. I don't give you treats at all. All right. Yes, they're getting along better. All right, I think this is where I'm going to stop it then. Oh, now you want to come back up again. What the hell? What? Yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We could talk about that. I forgot.
Overnight, charges have been filed in a gruesome killing in Bucks County. A man was found decapitated in a home. Police took his son into custody 100 miles away, and they believe there was more to this murder than just a family grudge. Action News reporter Corey Davis is live in Middletown Township with more on this story, now gaining national attention. Corey.
Matt, good morning. This is a disturbing story, and I just spoke with one of the Middletown Township captains out here who tells me 32-year-old Justin Moan was arraigned by video. He faced a judge by video and was denied bail earlier this morning. We are right now here at the scene where he lived. This is the 100 block of Upper Orchard Drive in Middletown Township. Want to show you a new photo there that we have of Justin Moan. He is accused of not only beheading his father, but also posting the video of him committing the act to YouTube. Moan is facing first-degree murder as well as another charge that includes abuse of a corpse. Take a look at this video, a map of where he was located. We're told that he was arrested at Fort Indian Gap in Lebanon County, about 100 miles away. There is a National Guard training base there, and on the base's website, it's referred to as America's busiest National Guard training center. It is unclear why Moan was in that area. Middletown Township Police say this took a collaborative effort to track him down.
I think the neighborhood can rest easy because I think they were a little uneasy for a while before they knew where the person of interest was.
So I walk you through this. This all started around 7 o'clock last night after a gruesome discovery inside the home along the 100 block of Upper Orchard Drive here in Middletown Township. Initial dispatch reports saying that a man in his 60s was found beheaded and covered in blood. Police have not released the name of that victim, but said the father and son lived inside the home. The YouTube video showing the decapitation was viewed at least 5,000 times before being taken down. In that video, Action News discovered that Moan referred to himself as a militia leader and called his father a traitor to the country for being a federal employee for 20 years. Moan spoke about President Joe Biden and threatened multiple federal agencies in that YouTube video. And also, too, we've learned through court documents that his preliminary hearing will be held next Thursday on February 8th. We will definitely stay on top of the latest developments over the course of the morning and have reached out to investigators about whether he could face additional charges. Reporting live here in Middletown Township, Corey Davis, Channel 6 Action News.
Yeah, so I got the news about this very early this morning. It was like either late yesterday or early this morning, and this guy, we're talking full on QAnon / far right conspiracy nutter, according to what was said in this video, the YouTube video that he posted. Yeah, completely lost it. So and no, I don't know where the original video is. I do not care about the original video. I don't need to go full live leak. So, with that said, we're gonna stop. And I need to go eat something. And I'm probably gonna go switch to Alan Wake, but I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. I want to get through New Game Plus for sure. Yeah, YouTube has taken down the video, and they're actively working to take down any potential re-ups from other people. But I'm sure somebody somewhere has already downloaded it and already has it someplace where somebody can actually watch the full thing. So yeah. All right. You guys have a good night. All right. If I do go to Alan Wake, it'll be probably at 8 o'clock. I need to eat something first. And it'll be on the other channel. Okay. You guys take care. Have a good night. As always, thank you for your support, and I will see you next time. Adios.